people might think from American perspectives, not knowing really how unique South Africa is as a country. They might look at the Afrikaners as white colonialists who came into the area. However, your people, the Afrikaners, have been in the region for about 375 years, which is longer than the Zulu, who is the largest tribe, the Bantu, have been in the region. So it's not that you guys came in and colonialized everything and now they're trying to take their land back. Is that correct?
Yes, that's very true. So our history in South Africa started in the 1600s when the Dutch, through the Dutch East India Company, established a refreshment station in the Cape of Good Hope, where Cape Town is, for ships traveling to the east, traveling around Africa, to be able to stop and get refreshments and repairs on their ships and so forth. And there, where Cape Town is now, we met the Khoi and the San, which are better known as the Bushmen, who were in that area. There was some cooperation, there was some friction. And it's interesting that it was probably a century thereafter, and it was about 1,000 kilometers away when our ancestors first met or encountered what is today described as black South Africans. The Xhosa people in what is today the Eastern Cape, very far from Cape Town. And by then we've been there for several generations. And many of these black groups, black African tribes in South Africa, came in around the same time, some earlier and some later, but from Northern Africa. Estimates say that they actually originated in Cameroon area, moving then towards the east of Africa, the African continent, and then along the lakes, the Great Lakes of Africa, down towards South Africa as a result of wars and conflicts on the African continent. So if the question is who are indigenous to South Africa, certainly the Khoi and the San, or the Bushmen, and the Afrikaners are undoubtedly indigenous, because if we are not indigenous to South Africa, the question is to what country are we indigenous? We're not indigenous to the Netherlands or to Germany or to France. We have in Africa, as a result of a mixture of different European civilizations or nations and influence from local communities, Malayan influence and so forth, we have developed our own language, our own culture. We have our own words. There's some similarity between Afrikaans and Dutch, but we have many words in Afrikaans that you wouldn't find in the Dutch language. And so that is the context. We didn't go there to colonize, and throughout our history, we have made it very clear, for example, in the manifesto of Piet Retief, leader of the Great Trek, that we are not interested in slavery. We're not interested in subjugating indigenous or local communities. We're interested in cooperation. But unfortunately, that doesn't fit well with the narrative that has been created about the history of South Africa, and that's something that I hope we can correct.